content.
Okay, we are recording. So, and now, well, whatever. Would anyone welcome to this as yet to be named chunk of content? First one. Would anyone like to go first for Stars and Wishes?
D6.
D6? Are you rolling or?
No, I'm just saying that.
Okay, I'll roll. Oh yeah, I'll roll a D6.
There's 6 of us.
It'll be.
Maybe that could be tradition now. We roll a D6 for this.
Yeah.
Okay. As it's laid out on my screen, which maybe I guess would be everybody's, but Cole, Bex, me, Abigail, Royale. There's Cole.
You
Bex,
mist one.
Me.
You forgot
I guess
Spencer.
I'm 6. I guess
Sorry.
I'm 6.
Guys, I'm usually in bed 3 hours ago.
No, you're 4. It goes Cole, Bex, Jake,
Spencer.
me,
Abigail.
and then Royale.
Got it.
That's what
You're
I'm
so well.
Guys, I'm usually asleep by now.
What a great segment.
I can't wait to do
like,
this tomorrow.
you forgot me.
So I guess this is your way of saying Neander's no longer a part of the cast. I'm kidding.
Neander actually gets riddled with arrows.
If Neander dies, I die.
Cal
Okay.
touched his butt once and he ran away. Great.
Okay, D6.
You cursed him.
D6.
One butt.
That is a 5. That's a 5. So
That's me.
Abigail, you're going first.
Sick. Okay. Cool. Buckle up. Okay. I don't know why I'm being so aggressive right now.
It's because we're filming it now, so
I
we're
love
all
nerds.
we're all in presentery mode.
No. Okay. I'll go in Discord order because it's easy. But Cole or Cal, yeah. Look at me. Thank you. Wow, the blue-eyed stares. Okay. Yeah, a little scary actually. For Cal, yeah. Okay. I like how Cal was so eager to get through this. It's like, all right, I'm gonna push the door. All right, and then I'm gonna fight. It was fun to see that kind of eager approach after the hesitancy from killing people to a more like, okay, this is a problem I can solve in a different way, and trying to do that. It was cool to see that with Cal, and also the things that Cal was catching on to, and just being like, instead of being like, I'll save that for later, being like, I know, and then walking away was very funny, and I love that. I love that very much. And for Bex, oh my gosh, I love Raid so much. The concept of a cleric that was supposed to be like a tinkerer and is a tinkerer, but then accidentally came across magic after performing a miracle is so fun, and I love the way you play into it of like, you're out of spell slots, and instead of being like, I think we should rest, guys. Being like, I don't know, I feel drained, but this is all so new to me. Like, what if it never comes back? Like, what if that, like, this is a new thing. I don't know if I get to keep it. Like, I love it so much, and it's so fun to see. And then for Jake, I love Gil. What a lad. What an absolute lad. Like I said before we started recording this part, if Gil betrays us, it'll be the funniest thing ever, and I'll respect it 100%, because it's just that funny. Just, as soon as you were like, and you hear from the skull, and I was like, hello. Like, oh, that's not what happens in Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay. I love it. I love this version of expectations. What a lad. Love him. And then for Spencer and for Neander, I like that you got to pull out the noble stuff today. I'm excited to see more of that. Being like, oh yeah, I know this. And not only that, we can also loot this place and get more money because I know this. Like, Instead of being like, no, this is a noble house. We know them. Let's respect the resting place. You're like, so can we get that banner and sell it back to the family?
Chapter 4 of Adventuring 101 Volume 2. All right? Get the loot.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm gonna make up an author for that book.
Please
Like,
do.
oh yeah, the one written by da-da-da.
Plot twist: every time Cal is writing something that they say in there, he misspells one word on accident. So instead of loot, L-O-O-T, he puts L-U-T-E. He just does a different version of loot.
A pedantic version of the Adventurer's Guide. I love that. And then last but certainly not least, Royale for Agnew. Why is Agnew claustrophobic? I want to know. I want to talk to Agnew. I am going to. But no,
That's
it
a
was so
threat.
cool that Agnew was noticeably different today.
Mhm.
Like, before you even said anything about Agnew being silent, it was clear that something has changed. And so that was so cool to see. And I'm excited to see what happens next session with that. When we can talk, maybe. And then my wish is that we don't die, but if we die, it's a cool story.
Hey, you say something nice about yourself.
That's not part of it. You guys have to do it.
That's not the rules.
Now my job's done.
Abigail, pick who goes next.
Okay, so I'll roll a d5.
Do you have a D5? I'd be impressed.
You have a D5?
No, I don't. I'm gonna roll a d6, and if it lands on 5, I'm gonna re-roll. It landed on 5. Hang on. There we go. 1. Your turn, Blue Eyed Stare.
Right. So, yeah. I will go first off. I'll start with Jake. My favorite Gil moment is when I was just word vomiting. They tried to fuck my brain, and he just went, I would never do that. So that's just inappropriate. Like, just Gil going back and forth with Cal's nonsense, just fully serious and like, oh my word, that sounds awful. It was like, that was great. I loved that. Bex, I liked how Rain immediately clocked that Cal wasn't okay, and her group mom instinct, she suppressed her group mom instincts to just immediately go talk to the boy. And also, again, like, don't call him old. Even doing this slap, like, don't call him old. Spencer, I loved how much Neander was able to kind of like take charge of the situation today and like actively like kind of look through and like plan stuff and like kind of figure things out, because he's not been out of his element up to now, but like definitely like trying to figure his way out through things. And with this, it kind of felt like he was like, okay, I know what to do. I know what's going on. And that was nice. Abigail, Vela constantly sprinting back to the group after sneaking, just like a little, hey guys, so good news. Also, we really need to fix her interpretation of what counts as good news. Good news, I know we can't breathe. What?
Yeah, it's good news because I know it. Not because we can't breathe. It's good news because I found it out. You're welcome.
Royale, I'll just honestly just gonna say it was nice to see Agnew fill a different role when he knew that like he was very much like, with him being uncomfortable, he kind of intentionally felt like let other people figure things out what to do. But then still, whenever something caught his eye, he was like, "Hey, Neander, come over here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Let's all this up here." And trying to talk to everyone talking to the skull was honestly probably my favorite part. I feel like my favorite interactions from today are all with Gil, new favorite NPC. Sorry, Dad.
Is he an NPC or an object? Who knows?
He can talk to us and has a personality, so I'm gonna.
He could be the BBEG. We don't know.
I'll never tell.
But yeah, so that's it, and my wish is that we get a cozy campfire sometime soon to just talk to each other, because Cal has so many things he wants to say to everybody, but is also, if you guys pick up, doesn't like walking up to people and like going, "Hey." He's like, "I'll talk to them if they come talk to me." Um, I'll roll for who goes next, and if it's a 1 or a 5, I'll re-roll.
If there's 4 left, you could just roll a d4.
You know what? Thanks, Bex.
Okay.
That was
That's
about
that-
to
Being
be
helpful.
one Bex,
That's all
2
that
Pig.
post grad work.
Yeah, that's what my grad school education got me.
Dude, I'm tired. I have a toddler. I'm sleepy all the time. She's 2.5 and has more energy than my German Shepherd did as a puppy, man. All right, 1 Bex, 2 Jake, 3 Spencer, 4 Royale. See, Spencer, I didn't forget you.
Wow.
1. There you go, Bex.
Okay. Okay, so it was kind of fun. I mean, I feel like we had 2 characters that were a little bit like out of their element this time. So Cal obviously has kind of had a string of like, oh yeah, I go up and I rage and I hit them and I do big damage and I roll nat 20s. And this time he didn't get to do that. And seeing him a little out of his element and a little uncomfortable, I think is going to maybe provide a little bit of opportunity to grow his character a little bit. And I think that was really smart and I like it. I'm excited. And then Royale, the palpable shift in the way you were playing Agnew today was very obvious, both like with the small little things, the claustrophobia, and then like seeing the coin and like clearly like recognizing that, and then the interaction with Neander. I'm excited to see what all this leads to. I'm sort of starting to see the strings and it's exciting. I'm happy. And then Spencer, Neander, like constantly the adventuring one-on-one and like citing it constantly and like pulling out the book between every interaction and going like, oh, I'm just going to jot this down is just ridiculous. And I love it so much. It brings me such joy.
It brings out that book the same way Abigail brings out her That's Hot fan.
Right? And then Abigail, the little moment where Vela like took an action to just try to like talk to the spirits and go like, no, we're friendly. Also, I mean, terrible action economy, but brilliant role playing. I loved that little moment. I thought that was very cute. And then, of course, I know to our wonderful DM that you're going to use Gil to break our hearts and twist our spirits, and I am here for it, and I appreciate it. As always, thank you for a fantastic session and for setting this world up.
Who's next?
Ooh.
I do not. I actually do. I do own a D3, but I don't have it with me.
The way you said "who's next" while stroking your beard was kind of obvious. Who's next?
Royale.
Oh, me. Well, started from the top. Cole. Cal getting possessed was probably the most, or like fighting the possession was probably the most nerve-wracking and hilarious thing. Because it's just like, oh god, it's in my head. I can taste it. But like it's hilarious to see, but at the same time, yeah, we're not it. Like we're underground, and our big damage can't do big damage if he if he's getting possessed, and we also don't want to have that big damage on it. It's a little fun to see. I also like how how trusting he is towards Rain. Like if there's something he knows, like if he's something he knows he doesn't recognize, this is Rain. Come look at this. For Rain, I'm happy you have a new best friend, which is Gil. Which I'm so right now. Cal has ice and Rain has Gil. So for Agnew, that's two noticeable enemies right now. I don't know.
We're all gonna get evil little fellas. Well, Velas might already be in red, but whatever. Who knows?
I do like the inquisitiveness and the sharpness when it came to asking Gil questions that I certainly wasn't thinking about in the moment, and it helped broaden the perspective. It was, level the field. Jake, thank you for Gil. um, yeah, this part of the story is very. I mean, like I'm engrossed. So like I'm there, and I don't know why. Something's just like building my anxiety, like in the background. I don't know what's happening. Something in the background is building my anxiety. I'm just like trying to prepare the best I can. So I'm like on my edge. I'm on the edge of my seat. I am excited for more. What's happening? It's a great job. You're doing a great job as always. Um, Spencer, Neander. I like how I wouldn't. It's like a combination of confidence and enthusiasm for Neander. This is like it's an element of the unknown, which puts Neander in his element to be inquisitive and search and look for clues and just be more curious about his surroundings and like and having the and I'm very appreciative Neander has the information that we all need, especially for looting and possibly getting the big bucks. So that was great. Uh, Abigail, Vela, being our little being our little sleuth of the day, super sleuth of the day. um, I'm very much enjoying it. I'm very much enjoying it because it's just so mousy. It's just so cute. It's like, hey, it's like action wise. It's like you play the game QTEs. You have to dodge you have to dodge every little thing. But all I see from Vela is just going like this around the corner. I enjoyed the story today. It was very fun to see. Very fun to see. Big Wish. I in my head, you know what? I might just try to find someone to do a commission when the time comes, because all I'm picturing now is Gil on top of ice and like their eyes are just glowing. And that's my take of the day.
He's a good horse.
With the spirit of the devil.
Cal didn't see that. He just sees a good boy.
Gil is gonna see that horse and go, no, oh no, it's back.
Oh, that's just my buddy Ass.
He'll be like, oh, so you're back, old friend. Like, oh, that they're rivals.
It's gonna be like the ox in Baldur's Gate, where it's like secretly an ancient blob.
Nay.
It's like, oh, I mean, moo.
Gil's gonna be like, what? Oh, it's that fucking guy.
Jake's writing this all down.
It's like, great ideas. Great.
You ever see that meme where it's like when one of your players says something that they're predicting, but it's better than what you wrote, so you can steal it? It's like, what? I've never done that.
I avoid that by not writing anything in the first place.
Jake, I can go next unless you want to do the honors, brother.
Go for it.
Big old Cole, brother. Cal is like, he reminds me of a buddy of mine who does things and then thinks about it afterwards. And it's his most lovable quality, but also sometimes I'm just like, and I think it's beautifully done, and I think that's kind of like what you're starting us off with, this level of growth that Cal's going to go into. I think he's understanding like he can't just hit his way out of things, but also if he hits things hard enough, there are bigger consequences that I think he's going to find out. I think that's what you're setting the foundation for. Rain, I view Rain as like Neander's sister that or sister in arms, sister in knowledge. Like he's like, oh, we both like are both the magic users, but also like we both want knowledge in a certain way, but also we can both like there's a sort of kinship, right? And like as a player, I wanted that head, I wanted the skull, but I was just like, no, I think we give it to Rain because I think the characters are becoming friends. I don't think she's gonna have a problem with Neander. Like, hey, can I talk with Gil for a second? Hey, me and Gil, we need to talk.
We're just gonna have campfire chats.
Exactly. Yeah. Jake, it's same. It's Gil. Gil was great.
Yeah.
Like the fact he just says hello, and I was like, what the fuck? Like that was literally my players like. What the fuck? Oh, I can't just say that. Neander's gonna say it in Elvish. What the fuck? Like, I think that was fun, but also too like the fact that like, okay, you're the end of House Tyrion Valley. Okay, that's cool. There's 4 other people. Who are they? I'm like, oh, awesome. Okay, well, he doesn't care who Neander is, but also I think you set up a good. I think for everyone, I don't know everyone's backstories, but I think you set up some good stuff. Like Neander's gonna have some good times with Gil. Then Abigail, Vela. Neander, I've said this before. I think Neander views you as like a little sister, but also we're gonna on the fireside chat. We're gonna have a whole social cues and what's really good news versus what's really bad news. But I think it's also too. I imagine kind of like what Agnew said about like you're stealthy. I imagine you're not. It's not so much that you're stealthy; it's so much that you're cute. And people just are unassuming around you. Like, oh, she couldn't do anything. She just maneuvers her way through
She's
things.
just a little guy.
She's just a girl,
She's a girl.
Wearing ballet shoes, and so
Yeah,
she's
she's just a girl. She's just a girl.
What's
just a girl, and don't ask her anything.
And then Agnew, I have so many questions. I have so many questions for Agnew. I'm just like, why are we whispering over here, brother? Why are we over here? Why are we whispering for? What are we whispering for? What do you know that I don't know that I need to know? Like I want to know so many things. But also to the fact that like everyone said it, like the fact that from the get go you said Agnew's uncomfortable, right? And it was interesting because I'm like, okay, usually in combats, it's either Agnew or Cal deciding things, and I was just like, okay. It's almost like you took a step back for your character, but also gave room for everyone else who usually doesn't take a step up to step up today as well. So, wish that we don't die, that we don't fight a lich. That's the big short-term goal, aka when we get back on, don't die. Next, I think the next one is just I think we all as characters need to have a time to just relax and take a breather. We've been through some stuff in the past 2 days in the world, so I can't wait for that.
Yeah. Cool. I guess it's me now.
Your
I have
turn.
to say my wish, but my wish is for a long rest.
You'll get
Give me
one.
Bexon's like, give me my spell slot.
My spells, I
You'll-
only get 2.
You'll get one. That's actually, before I get into specifics, I know I figured Gil would be well received. I'll be honest. I didn't. I'm very happy with the reception. I'm glad he's a favorite little guy. If you guys want, I can pull back the curtain and tell you guys what the actual inspiration for Gil was. Because part of it was like I don't have a problem with there being like gaps in party ability, but I think it's fun for there to be an NPC who can exposit if need be any like weird shit that I as the DM want you guys to know. But I really recently read a bunch of the Dresden Files books, and the idea of you guys just having a little talking skull who knows shit, I was like, I like that. I'm just gonna steal that. So if you've read the Dresden Files, Bob. But yeah, just a fun little guy, and I'm glad he was well received. But yeah, as far stars than wishes, Cole, it was cool to see Cal like kind of tap into one of his areas of expertise with kind of analyzing the situation they were about to walk into, because Cal is a barbarian with a low intelligence score, so it was cool to kind of see that different facet of his knowledge that he and experience that he does have. And I think it just makes him more than like the stereotype of like the barbarian tank. And I liked that you were able to clearly express that side of him and show that, like, yeah, it's a 9 on the page, the school, like, it's a -1 on the page, but that doesn't mean Cal doesn't know shit.
He's wise.
Yeah. And so being like Cal having the opportunity to talk about something he knows and like give meaningful insight and advice, I think you expressed that really well. And like, yeah, he's a full person. Bex, with Rain, I loved how attached you got to Gil right away. But then also, sort of Rain is very aware of like her resources. I mean, like, I don't have spell slots, guys, and I think it's just Rain. It just feels very practical and pragmatic, but still very sweet and empathetic to people, and it just feels very well-rounded. That she is very aware, but still excitable at times. And I like those two sides of her personality interacting. It's very entertaining. Spencer, you actually, I'm gonna be honest, you had like 3 like really clutch insights tonight. Like, first, like choosing to search the camp, because I had those potions there, because I knew I was gonna I probably weren't gonna get a long rest. So the fact that you were like, oh, we should look for shit, and found and got those resources, that was really good player moment from you. And then also the distraction at the end going into it and remembering Rain's like little mechanical devices that she has. I think that was a very good move, like a solid strategic move on your part. And then, like what was already said, but just Neander being like, well, according to the book, and he's such a nerd and a dork, and I love it. Abigail, it was cool seeing Vela get to be a rogue, and like, oh, I'll scout ahead, I'll look for traps, but then also, I'm a huge fan of making suboptimal mechanical decisions if it is true to the moment, and go, because I don't I don't think that Vela trying to negotiate was like strictly like a suboptimal moment, but like choosing that instead of something that would have had a much more certain chance of succeeding, I think was a very impressive thing to do, to make that character choice. And I do want you to know there were conditions in which that would have worked. Unfortunately, I think you guys didn't have the knowledge at the time to lean into those conditions. But I love that Vela is so conscious of like, hey, there, like, we might still be able to save these people who are possessed by the spirits, and having that counterbalance to be like, hey, these are people, let's keep that in mind. And I like that. And Royale with Agnew, knowing, I mean, this is true for a lot of you guys, but knowing Agnew's full backstory, which I am very blessed to be aware of, like having additional context really like I think knowing the context of that, and then as Agnew's story continues to shape and elements of that backstory revealed, I think you've done such a good job with this character that I think every step forward with Agnew is just going to continue to further enhance the decisions you've already made and the characterizations you've already put forth. And I think you're just doing a really good job of crafting and presenting this character and kind of unfolding information about them. And I am thoroughly honestly, like with a lot of you guys, like knowing a lot of y'all's like full backstory that hasn't been revealed or shared with the players and party. A lot of y'all are doing like a really good job of playing into those elements of it, and you guys make this a very fun game to GM and run. Wishes. I too wish for a long rest, out of game in real life. But then also, I'm looking forward to the inevitable campfire session. Am I getting any audio from you guys? Okay.
What?
Cool. I was getting little indicators of audio, but I wasn't hearing anything. But I think it's just Discord and OBS being weird.
We hear you.
Cool. No, I was worried that you guys were saying stuff that I wasn't getting.
No.
Anyway,
We were waiting.
But yeah, I'm so glad that we get to have a session tomorrow night as well, and just leave on a cliffhanger that we can immediately pick back up on. But yeah, I think I'm looking forward to the inevitable campfire session and the kind of the unpacking of this. Yeah, I believe that is all of us. One more thing I guess I'll add to the end. Do you guys have any questions or responses for me, either like about the session or about the world? Like, any like anything that came up that you want to ask about that I may or may not be able to reveal more information about? Or for each other about characters or whatever. Any talkback responses or anything that don't reveal, secrets.
Hey, Vela.
Later.
Hey, Agnew, what's your deal, bro? What's your deal? No, I'm kidding.
Cool.
You know what one of my wishes is, and this isn't even a timeline thing. I'm just really excited to see the character art when it's ready. I can't wait.
I'm looking at the outlines, and I was looking at Royale and I made characters that are very easy for both of us to cosplay for ourselves. Nobody else did. Everyone else made characters who are hard to cosplay. Royale and I went, let's just make me in a costume.
Royale sent pictures of himself as reference for Bounty.
I mean, to be fair, if you look at that art of Cal, that's just me.
Yeah.
Like if I feel like if you're playing an elf, if you're playing an elf, and I gave in the character references, I said if Storm and Thranduil, Lee Pace had a forbidden love child, who the hell is going to look like that? So I was like, he's the Storm Eladrin. He's supposed to be whimsical and hot. That's what we got.
Okay. Bex has no tieflings more. Bex can do rain. You can pull rain off, Bex.
I could, but I'm so over body paint. I do it.
Like everyone can do their character, but me. If I'm being so honest. Like,
no, I can't because I can't wear wigs.
Just dye your hair. Just dye your hair for cosplay.
Kill this hair. This poor hair would die.
I've never done that.
Guys, to bring it all back around, I learned a fun fact involving Portugal today.
Careful.
I did not know this, but Steve Perry, the lead singer of Journey, right? It's late.
Yeah.
I'm tired. He's Portuguese.
Yeah, he's Azorian
Yeah.
because he's from Hanford, which is where, close enough to me, it's where a bunch of Azorians immigrated to the Central Valley.
I didn't know that. So that was a fun. I learned that like 40 minutes before the session, and I was like, "No, it comes
Yeah.
back to Portugal."
Well, what do you know?
Mhm.
Real world building.
Also, to share with you guys something a little more on the serious side, but to share with you guys in the audience about an NPC that we met. Sir John is named after my childhood best friend who's no longer with us. But this I wanted to carry him on in a way. So that's a little fun
Oh.
fact.
I love that. Thank you
We
for
get to-
sharing that with us.
Thank you.
I don't know where to go from here. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Another nice thing about this is that I can use the world to pay homage to the people and places and things that I love. And I'm glad that I get to share that with you guys. And I'm glad that I get to share it with the audience as well. And on that note, I'm gonna stop recording, and we will thank you so much for watching this. Maybe it'll be more streamlined next time. It won't be, but we'll catch you guys next time. And thank you.